So Dolly's question was, the last Q&A hit hard. Specifically, the question about submissives trying to take too much control away from their dominant. I felt this really deeply because a huge part of my need for submission is rooted in my need for release from how dominant I am in other parts of my life. When I get home at the end of the day, I often want someone else to lovingly care for me, make my decisions for me, and sexually dominate me. That said, I identify as a dominant switch, and it's within the boundaries of our dynamic for me to explore my dominance as well. This makes it so hard to recognize when I've hit a switch point, when I'm just feeling bratty, and when I'm just being a hard-headed control freak that needs to be put in her place. So my question is, as a switch and a control freak that wants to spend more time in the release of submission, how do I recognize the difference between my internal dom coming out to play and my internal submissive throwing a tantrum about not having control? Either way, how do I push past the urge to top when submission isn't coming naturally? And how do I support my partner in holding his ground? He's a soft dom and you're both newbies. Okay, here we go. We're going to start here. So hard to recognize when I've hit a switch point, when I'm just feeling bratty, and when I'm just being a hard-headed control freak that needs to be put in her place. All right, here's where I'm going to get a little tiny baby savage. You don't need to be put in your place. You want to be put in your place. And if that's how you're defining some of these issues, that's why your soft dom can't keep up. And that might be why you feel like you need to brat, is you're not getting that shut down from the top down that you crave, that you're looking for. But no, it's not a need. It's not a need. You don't need to be put in your place. You want to be put in your place. So when you take that word need out of it, then I think things will start to clear up and shift. So let's start with that. You want to be put in your place, okay? What about that? And see, that's kind of the issue that I'm seeing. You don't want to offer submission. You want to be forced to submit. And it's not your dominant's job to force you to submit. It's not. It's your job to choose to be submissive. It's your job to soften. It's your job to yield. It's your job to have the awareness and the emotional maturity to know when you are bratting out of an unmet need and you should just be soft and vulnerable and communicate that you want to be held and loved and taken care of and spanked and fucked. Because you can get loving care when you're still in more of a dominant space. And if right now you are not healed enough from your control issues where you can release, then you can still get that loving care and nurturing that you need when you're not fully submissive. You can ask for help. You can tell your partner, I've had a really shitty day. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Could you take care of some things tonight? You can ask for help. And you can be vulnerable. And you can communicate your needs. But it is not your dominant's responsibility, especially as a soft dom, to push you down into submission.